Low volume training is a scary thing for a lot of coaches and influencers. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to chat with you guys a little bit about this because this is something that I have noticed, and I've noticed so many coaches and influencers out there, particularly evidence-based people, even though they themselves usually not big or strong. They always want to push the higher volumes of training. They want to push the wider diversity of exercise selection. And I think the reasons what that comes down to is very simple. It's easier for them to look knowledgeable. It's easier for them to sell their coaching services. Okay. And I think for a lot of people, and I don't mind saying this because I feel confident in my skills as a coach. And I feel like I'm probably going to have a continual, flow of clients indefinitely, no matter what happens. That's why I don't worry about the AI thing. But when this topic comes up, I do see coaches who are like, okay, even if it's true, if people can make good gains on some of these low volumes and, doing 8 exercises a week, or whatever that number happens to be, they're like, they're not going to need us. They're not going to need us. It's like, yeah, they will. They will. But I think for a lot of them, it's a scary thing because a lot of their knowledge, and the same with a lot of the influencers, I've come up with a way for you to work the chest from 5 different angles. Oh, look at this newest chest exercise. Okay. As if bench press, incline, pullovers, things like that didn't build amazing pecs for decades and decades. That hasn't built amazing pecs since the 50s, right? In fact, look how many old school guys built their chest on just bench press and pullovers. My God, a lot. But then they can't push the newest exercise. How are we going to find a new exercise to push? I've always got to have new stuff to push, or people aren't going to tune in. But they will. Guys, they'll still tune in. Okay, maybe you won't get as many of the goofball noobs, but here's the problem we run into with that. If people are pushing out that nonsense, oh, look at these new exercises, look at this new way to do this. And that's most of it. It's not special. It's not magical. They're doing it because that's the only way they can attract views, so then they're doing it to make money. And that's fine. I'm all about making money. If you're self-employed and you can be a successful businessman, hey, great. But we should have a little bit of integrity. At least a smidgen of it. Not saying you have to be a saint, but we should have at least a little bit, right? Some basic decency. And some of that would include saying, okay, guys, maybe you don't need to push 37 different exercises when you know it's not necessarily helping people. I found a new type of curl that finally helped me break through my bicep plateau. You see those? Really? Because a normal curl, a barbell curl, or a full range of motion preacher curl, or a full range of motion dumbbell curl didn't already do that? Like what new nonsense do you think that you came up with? It's just a bicep. Do you not know what the bicep does? But they do this stuff, don't they? Look at these new angles. Look at the way I do this press down. And you look at it and go, you're not recruiting anything special. Or they're even giving you a tip that reduces tricep activation. That's my favorite. You see that all the time too. They're so concerned with coming up with something new to get attention that they start coming up with things that are literally inferior to the way you were already doing it. Okay? Right? I mean, biomechanically speaking. They'll do it all the time. Bring your elbows to your side on a press down and don't have any shoulder movement involved. Okay, so you just want to remove the long head from the equation? As you do know that's what the long head of the tricep does, right? So now you're just bending the elbow. That's the only thing moving. With the elbows pinned down by the side, so no stretch put on the long head. Well, I wish you the best of luck with that. You can build a great lateral head, but so can bench pressing. All right, I digress. But that's the problem. If the volume is low, the exercise selection is lower. Then they can't throw as many fancy things at you. I mean, my God, if you told people that they could do somewhere between 6 to 10 exercises a week and make fantastic gains, what are they going to put out? And I think that's why so many people do it. I think even I know myself, there have been times I've been reluctant because I do worry, if this makes it sound too simple. But in a lot of ways it is. But people still need coaches. They still need people to teach them. Do you know why? Because you still have the fatigue management. You still have the form. You still have the, hey, I need to adjust this movement because you're getting some inflammation, some overuse. I'm going to rotate this in to fix it. Okay? You need coaches to make sure that they're not doing silly stuff with their training. They're hitting PRs using technique and form that's going to hurt them. Right? As a coach, I can tell you with men, that is 50% of my coaching. Just making guys bench press and squat correctly. Stopping them from their goofy stuff that they do. Right? People still need coaches. They will need coaches no matter what. Okay? And I want to be clear. If I took my clients down to all of them just 5 exercises, they would still need coaches. If I took them down to 5 exercises and only 2 sets of workout for all of them, so you know what? Man, that's tough. Whew. That's only 20 total sets a week. If I took all my clients down to that, you know what? They would still need fatigue management. They would still need me to adjust form. They would still need me to adjust loading. Guys, trust me. Your clients will still need you. Okay? There's also that human element. There's the accountability. Right? Those are all kind of a big deal. Those are part of coaching. Everyone wants to think that it's, I've got to give this complex periodization and undulate the volumes and take these volumes up to these crazy amounts and then back off to keep my clients. If I don't promote this, why is anyone going to watch my content? I'm only doing 8 exercises or something. Man. But they will, guys. If you are legitimately good at what you do and you really know what you're doing, and you know what you're talking about, and your clients get results, okay? You're going to be okay. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.